Hey guys, so it's been cold here in Florida, but it's starting to warm up. Actually cold, like in the 30s. Anyways, yeah. I just wanted to say that I have so much to unpack about re-experiencing the horrors of the narcissistic parent that it's difficult to know where to start, but one point that I just wanted to make today is that everything you do, like I said in one of my previous videos, is everything you do is scrutinized harshly. I scrutinized and judged harshly. Not only that, but your intention behind what you're doing wrong, according to them, is also your intention is off. They also give you malintent. You're lazy, so they judge your actions, and then they also judge you. What you do is wrong. You're lazy. You're not good enough. And that is the main message of the narcissist parent. They just continue to pick out everything that's wrong with you and attack you. And then when you and they cross boundaries by assuming authority that is not theirs, that does not belong to them. And when you confront them on it, they become highly, I guess that's what they call narcissistic injury. They become highly offended. They turn the tables, and because you have confronted them on their behavior towards you and loved ones, they will turn the tables and say, how dare you disrespect them? They've done so much for you. You're unappreciative. It's funny because I was reading this ebook by that Dr. J. Reed, and he said if you were brought up by a narcissistic parent, being called selfish is, basically he was saying like it's what happens. Like you are used to being called selfish, like that it is no stranger to the the child of the narcissistic parent to be called selfish. And I was like, holy crap, like I just felt like in that moment I felt so validated. Like, holy shit. Wow. I can't believe that he said that. Like, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then he also mentioned that you will be accused of not being appreciative and yada yada. And sure enough, that phase has happened as well in this trip. Not appreciative, da 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 da, and more that I could say that was told to me. And I feel I am happy with the level of gratefulness and appreciativeness that I show in my life. I actually think that that's one of my main good characteristics that I love about myself, is that I am grateful, and I do try to maintain a sense of balance, if you will, between complaint and gratefulness. Because it's okay to complain. It's okay to point out, hey, I don't like this or that, or that's not right. But then I could also turn around and say, well, at the same time, I am grateful for this, or I am grateful for that, And I have done that in my mind with this situation that I'm in currently as well. Like, yeah, I hate that I'm in this situation having to deal with this type of person. But at the same time, there is a benefit in there that I can see and that I am grateful for. So, yeah. They just accuse you of being the worst fucking person. And it's just like, it's really sad. So, my heart goes out to everyone out there trying to overcome, the training and the consciousness that these people have brought us up under. it's funny because I listen to a lot of, well, kind of, um, like teachings by like Neville Goddard and stuff like that. And there's this ideology or philosophy within his teachings called everyone is you pushed out. But it's like I'm kind of having a hard time with that because, yeah, I understand that how you view yourself, people will view you or something like that, or what you expect you will be given, you know, like, you know, you walk out into the world and you just say, oh, everybody always treats me like crap and nobody likes me, and, you know, then maybe you're gonna receive back what you believe about the world, you know. But it's like, how does that pertain to interacting with someone who's continually emotionally abusive, not just towards you, but towards everybody that they encounter and everybody that they're with, you know? Like, is everybody just having that assumption about that person and that's why that person is behaving that way? Like, I think that's bullshit, because especially when this person has been like that since you were little. So what, did you push them out that way even when you were little? You know what I mean? Was that a figment of your imagination? Now, sure, I do think that, I do think that if we're going to be around this type of person for a short amount of time, maybe we can prepare ourselves in certain ways and pray, you know what I'm saying? But it's like ultimately, yeah, yeah, of course, deal with my own assumptions and my own consciousness and develop my own self-confidence and sense of respect for myself, so that I can be firm with my boundaries, and maybe that person will sense that, like, oh wow, well, I don't think they really do. They don't really give a shit, especially when they've taken advantage of you before. But yeah, anyways, what I'm saying is, it's not to diminish any type of self-work we can do or self-development, you know, but it's kind of just like, come on. Come on, you know? You mean to tell me this person's whole lot of abusive actions is happening just because that's my assumption of them? No, because this is the way they are across the board with all kinds of people. So it's not your fault. But, you know, power to you if you have to be the one to develop a whole new consciousness, develop self-confidence, do all this development, when it would have been great if that development would have took place when we were very malleable, you know, as 6 and 7-year-olds. But, you know, there's grace, there's hope. All right, guys, I think that's all I have to say.